We are back, the Now Morning Show 25. We're talking Tobago. I have to say Tobago. It's Tobago Thursdays. And I think I need some of this because I think I need some breakfast right now. And this would be the best breakfast right now as we're talking 25 years of Blue food. That should hold me for the rest of the day, right? I think it should. But on the line with us, we've also got via Zoom, John Arnold, the CEO of the Tobago Festivals Commission, who's going to tell us all about 25 years of Tobago Blue Food. It's a Blue Food Festival. It's taking place October 15th in Tobago. Starts at 10 o'clock. And let me say good morning to you, Mr. Arnold. Welcome. It's a pleasure to have you.
Yeah, morning to all of TNT and, of course, the wider world. Good morning.
25 years. It's your silver jubilee. Yeah, that's what's happening this year. 25 years. Started back in 1998. Give us a little bit of history of how this festival started.
Yeah, well, very nutshellly, it started in the village of Lansford, and it was a rural community village event that started off with some key pioneers in the village of Lansford. During those days, we had people like Binley Benjamin and Stanley Baird in the governance halls, and they were also part of making sure this came off. And then several years later, we added the villages of Bloody Bay and Palotive later on. And that became necessary because we needed to have more cooks. But the festival was moved from 150, 200 persons now to 2,000 persons and so on. Wow. And we had to also shift the venue from in the village of Lansford to a broader area on the recreational ground in Bloody Bay. And since then, we have now made all the adjustments down in that area. I think it's important to say, you said something very nice, silver anniversary, it's great, 25 years, but even beyond that, in this year, they've already started, the Tobago House of Assembly has started a permanent Blue Food village. So we're going to have some of those areas actually to use for this year as the work continues throughout the year to finish in time for next year. So those are two great things that are happening at this time, but we're looking forward to the festival on Sunday.
I'm really glad to hear that because I was asked if I've ever been to the Blue Food Festival, and I have to unfortunately admit I've never been. But it's always interested me, and I've always been invited to come to see what it's like. And I'll admit as well, when I was younger, and I told Ayinka she would hear the story, it's a short story. When I was younger, I hated any kind of blue food. I mean, I really did not. Ugh. My mother had to cook something else for me. Now, give me as much blue food as you can give to me. I just absolutely love it as I've grown up, as I've matured. I absolutely love it. So I really have to make a trip to Tobago to get, and as you're setting up the village now, and it's going to be there permanently, that makes it even better for me and for tourists as well who come into Tobago. So what is the format? Because it's grown so much over the years. What is the format this year for Tobago's Blue Food Festival?
Well, I'm glad. On Sunday, what people will get, the first thing is that the drive to Bloody Bay is one of those things you have to experience. Because I think the beauty of Tobago is really on the route. So that calms you down, that's highly therapeutic. And so once you get into Bloody Bay and you get to the village, we have several things to see. There's the petting zoo with the animals. We also have a large art and craft village that's going to feature so many different entrepreneurs offering soaps and all kinds of craft and art. And we also have a sponsor section where sponsors will also display some of their own product. And then in the food village, we now have over 30 vendors that are offering innovative products, right? And new approaches today. Over the years, we've had Dasheen ice cream, Dasheen Polori and dip. That would be a competitive event this year. We also have Dasheen wine, the best Dasheen wine, best Dasheen cake. all right, and the best dashing plate and so on. So there is a competition also where the participants from the area, they compete, all right, for these prizes. But beyond that, there's a lot of food, all kinds of meats, all right. And this year we've reintroduced the crayfish competition, where
Ooh.
villagers go out, they look to see how they can get the largest crayfish, and when they come back in at 3 o'clock, we announce the winners and so on. So it's a day, and then of course I didn't talk about the entertainment.
Uh-huh.
We have featured artists, Super Blue, Pretty, and Nyla Blackman, who is doing so well. And then from Tobago, we have a whole slew of Tobago artists from the area. All right, we have Ishan Saul, Kishan Jack. We also have people like Gerald Balfour. We have Steel Pan. We have members of the Lansumi Methodist School. It's a fun-filled day, and for those who understand and really enjoy food in any kinds of combination. Thing is, I think people need to eat little and constantly sample as they move around.
One question I didn't ask, and for someone who's probably just joining the conversation and they're hearing Blue Food Festival, what is a Blue Food Festival? What is Blue Food? Why is it called the Blue Food Festival?
Right. So that's because
What
of
is
the
the Blue
Dashin
Food
taro. And by the way, there are taro festivals in various parts of Africa and so on. But this was introduced um, way back in 25 because it was this area was known for Dashin. Now, even with the word blue food, doesn't only speak to Dashin, because you have several of the other provisions that are also offered. And so you would also get yam, you would also get um, banana, plantain, you'll get all kinds of edos, etc. All of those you'll get, right? Potato, right? And so it really offers you that along with all kinds of meats. And I'm using the word all kinds of meats in a broad sense, all right? Um, yeah, so you can have several combinations, all right? Several combinations of food items. And I mean, I don't know, you just said you haven't been. I think that's unfortunate and something you need to correct. I hope I can,
Ruckus.
um, yeah,
Ruckus.
Rockers, I hope they have come. Because if they
Yeah.
have not come, that's not good on the resume.
Yeah. I know Ainka said that she's been. I'm not sure about Ruckus. Yeah, you see, so I'm the odd one out that I really haven't been.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
what I
okay.
like too is that there's so many things that are taking place in Tobago as well. It's like one thing after the other. We came from Trinidad and Tobago Carnival into all these other different festivals. It's World Food Day that's happening. Tobago
Yeah.
Carnival is coming up. We've got the Blue Food Festival. So it's a lovely month for people to actually be in Tobago and just experience all the culture, all the everything that Tobago has to offer.
Yeah, well, as part of the festival tourism thrust, I would imagine this niche is very important for Tobago. And so the Blue Food is just one of those that adds to the whole milieu that you have for the Tobago Carnival. As a matter of fact, on the Tobago Carnival calendar, you will see the Blue Food Festival. And that augurs well for persons who want to come and stay for 2 weeks in
Mhm.
Tobago, right? Heads in bed, increase the accommodation, and more spend in Tobago. So what it does is really create the events to attract more local, domestic, regional, international visitors to come here. And the Blue Food, I think, has established itself as the flagship event, not just for the north side of Tobago, but that's on the northern side of Tobago, but it has established itself as a key flagship signature event for Tobago,
Yeah.
right, in terms of
Yes.
branding Tobago.
Yeah.
So we are very excited and looking forward to people coming, and I think we are going to be blessed with good sunshine. And,
Well,
all we can tell people is come, hydrate, come and enjoy the blue food.
Well, we've been having some really hot weather these days, so I'm sure it's going to continue into. But you also mentioned that it's in Bloody Bay because it's grown so much and the venue has to grow as well with it. How can one get to Bloody Bay? Are there shuttles available? Is there a different type of
Yes, I'm
transportation?
glad you said that. So once you get to, we have shuttle arrangements from the village of Lansmeet if you came through Charlottesville. And we also have shuttles from Palatavere. So you can park in Palatavere, take the shuttle. It's very effective. And you can also park in Bloody Bay and take a shuttle also into the venue. We are appealing to persons to please use the shuttle. It does not make sense to crowd the inside and then we have a mess in terms of traffic to get out or get in. All right, so we are asking persons to please abide, just like other first world countries. We follow shutters, they close off the city, we take the shutter and we go to the event. We're asking people to respect that. All right, and I don't know, maybe the record might be on service that day.
A
We don't know.
warning.
And maybe that might help to solve that problem. But to avoid anything like that,
Yeah.
what we're asking people is just follow the rules, come in, take the shuttle, come in, take the shuttle, go out. We have over 25 buses that would be available.
Lovely. That's lovely to hear. And you want this to be the best blue food. You're celebrating an anniversary. You want this to be big and good. The biggest and the best. So, Mr. Arnold, John Arnold, thank you so very much. Your final words to bring people to Tobago and just enjoy the culture of Tobago and blue food.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, well, I mean, my appeal is really to everybody. Just come on, let's have a great time on Sunday. Wear blue if you want, just to keep the place blue. So wear blue. I'll be in blue. And, let's just have a great time with the food, the entertainment. And as I said, celebrating 25 years is a big achievement for the villagers in that area. And thanks to people like Etlin and Barrington and Jerry and the whole posse from that area. Bloody Bay, Palatavere, Lansome, and kudos to the people in Lansome. It is really their event that started. And we look forward to everybody. Maybe Rockus and yourself can take a late flight and come up Saturday night.
You're smiling on the side there. But anyway, we'll talk about that in a little bit. But thank you so much, Mr. John Arnold, CEO of the Tobago Festivals Commission. And good luck, best of luck. 25 years of the Blue Food Festival, Sunday, 15th October, Bloody Bay Grounds. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.